National Carosella Bonspiel. Games are underway. Sheet 1, feature sheet for the A finals. We have a mixed team from Montreal here. Sweeping Beauties from Strawberry Airs, Schenectady Curling Club versus Nutmeg, S'mores team there. And their other events, in the D event over on sheet 4, the neighboring sheet. Events on sheet 2 today. The event is the Meter Roasters, led by Trudell today. And Camp Nerds, led by Schenectady's Doyle Spicer. Both of these team brings are from Schenectady. In the C event, which is on sheet 1, we're all land fans from Schenectady Curling Club, leading the Girl Scouts. This is another figure, also from Schenectady. The Campfire Group. Our D event final, which is on sheet 4. Sue Streeter from Schenectady Curling Club. From Camp Curler Diwana. Versus Mixed Rate. Montreal Curlers and Nancy Wood from Schenectady Curling Club. Goes on. Set of curling in the A event, trading lead oxygen in the house. Teams hit their takeouts. Their final shot, down. Hit that rock that's in the team. Side, there's the yellow, the red stills as well. Tested the ice and feeling out the competition for the first game. Just outside the line. Just inside center. Clear the yellow line. Roll to the other side of the center line. So they get full 12. Skip calls for another takeout. Center line. Skip calls for sweep. The sweep goes around the stone. It's going to go wide. With white, stick around the back of the house. games are still in play. Smith's going for a tap now, take advantage of that miss. Let that curl in. Under the guard, center line. Calling for a draw behind that front guard. Sweepers around the stone for weight. House another center guard. Just helping right at their cause. Yellow has the hammer in this end. Second twice drop in red. He's up the top. Get it just across the hog line. Have a nice high guard to the right of center line. Go to that red rock and the 12 is exposed. So the call is to take that out. And the stone is away. By that rear guard. By the guard. Well, referee spins red. Roll the outside, biting the 12 foot. So yellow is biting the edge on top of the 12. Red sees that. He's going to want to get rid of it. Opportunity to hit that and roll under cover. Your first skip stone. Price is holding the broom just to the outside of the yellow. Stones away. Off the stump, a little wide on the inside. Knock yellow. Just touching the back four. Pretty well into the 4 foot. That stone, however, is exposed. Skip for the yellow team. It's coming down in the hat. Getting the nice, you're looking to come down and sit on that yellow. Hit the inside a little bit and roll over. sweeping. Nice stone. It's under cover. Does a job of cutting the inside roll of that yellow. Yellow has hammer. Red has one more rock in his head to minimize the damage. Odette is in the hat. Her target, she's looking for. Her view down the ice. Stone is away. Sweepers are converging on the rock. Not sweeping yet. Sweeping vigorous now. Vigorously now holding that stone. What's yellow in? It's going to be probably at least 2 yellow. So I was looking to see how they get that third rock in. Wayward stone from sheet 4 come across there. We'll save before doing any changing the house. Stannard has her shot. Seems to be drawing to the court between that front yellow just off the center line and the red to the right of it. Try to get in, get full white, full 8 foot. A full 8 to the third count is first out of the game. Sweeper's going to go on that stone. Line is good, but the weight looks a little light to the cross. Just kisses that front yellow guard. Yellow takes 2 on the first end. First step, Nancy Wilson looking for her first stone. Over on sheet 1, so Paula Lancaster's ring took 2 in the first step. Early Kathy Faulkner's getting in the hat. Reaction of the B event, they're collecting the rocks, but the score has been hung up. Center line, just into the house. Just again, calling for a takeout. watch that flash by and go through the house. Tap that Yellowstone in the front of the house. Tap it just behind the tee. For the rest of both those Yellowstones are behind the tee line. I'm just going to call for a guard up front just to flank that redstone and protect their shots. Event where these Isaacs ranked 2 in the first end. The stone's going to come down, sit on the back, bump it back just a hair. Two now behind the tee line. There's a pocket for yellow to come down into. Yellow shooters with the head. Stone for Butler was playing. Another now sitting on the button, on the foot, inside the button. But wide open for red to come down. Red stone is away. Sweep is around the stone. Holding it. Is out. Red rolls a little bit behind that front yellow guard. Also a ways away. Third of us exposed. Stone out in front. Guard white stone, sweepers around, making sure it's over the hog line. Tight guard or maybe by the rings. Guard there. Which brings us to skip stones now for yellow. Looking at the other side of the house. There's a promote here. Given for a raised takeout, meaning that yellow rock will run back and run that red out of the house. Yellow guard out in front, sitting on. Trying for Stannards now. Approaching the head. Sweepers around the rock. Flex the yellow rock over. Opens it up a bit. The red's going to throw a guard now. So the outside leaves that red rock unprotected. So touching the button. First skip stone from the deck coming. Reb's still sitting 3 and just provided a little bit to touch kiss the 8 foot with the back red his third shot. Red sitting 1. Successfully cut them down. Jennifer Stannard. There's potential 3 or more in for this point. Red sitting over some long angle grades. Between those 2 red guards. We'll come down and pop the yellow back a little bit. Has the hammer, so they got another point. Stole on the second and the score's not come yet. We can update the other sheets as we come available. Leave it as a 3-guard there. Updates on the other sheets. Parallel there, so it's like a potential double. First vice stone is away. Second, Dorothy Surmising is 2-1 after in our D event final sheet 4. This is Redstone's coming down. some scoring potential for the other team. Different story with his 11 rats in the house. Yellow silver just behind the button over in sheet 4 in the table. Interaction here in sheet 3. First skip stones for nutmeg. Just before this game. This is playing a little different than the earlier events this morning. Speed looks good. Girls are figuring out the line here in these corners. Last stone for red in this end. That's going to be looking to kick that yellow stone out. The other red, so red's 2 in the house. Yellow needs to draw inside of 8 foot, white 4. Take one of this one. These 2 others. Also hit that front red stick. with some misses from 2 in the third. Now leads 4-1. Skip Stone's third C event final. Similarly at the D event of rush 4. Outside the rings. See a little bit of white paint. Well, nothing to do with that rock. They want to take it out. Not second stone. So yellow is second rock. center and make that draw. Close arrow as well in the region for them. Deeper than they wanted. He hit the stick for wanting it. This will be the hammer for red. We're down 3-1. No knock on this end. Successfully holding into this one. Side of the center line. That stone's going to overcurl as well. Steal 3 for yellow dead end. of them are 14 of them are in play. Sitting one in the back of the house with Amber, looking for a more secure position to gain multiple points in this end. Later in the game, that's an option. outside of the Yellowstone. Score is hung down with the event finals. Got 3 in the 4th. So back to the action here. Red is sitting 2 in the house with hammer. Final stone for yellow. Jennifer Stannard coming back to the hack now to take her shot. Looking to hit and roll on that red there and get under cover. Another action in the C event final on sheet 1. Paula Lancaster is down 6-4 after 4 ends. And the first of her skips rocks will be coming up shortly. She's currently sitting 1 in the house. Yellowstone is away here in our A event final. Jennifer Stannard stone. The sweepers are off the rock, walking with it, waiting for it to bend in and curl. Going to hit that red, but I don't think get the inside roll they're hoping for. Be nose replace. So red in good position to get 2 rocks in this end with a hit and stick or a hit and roll. This will be the hammer coming up for red now. Thanks for the feedback for those who are out there viewing and watching that the audio is better now. Turned up the gain on the announcer's microphone and brought the microphone a little bit closer. We'll add that in the SOP. Red gets the hit and roll they're looking for. It takes 2 to come back now, bring our score to 6-3. Over in the D event final, we got the final skip stone for yellow with hammer yet to come for red. Yellow's sitting 1 behind the tee line with red up in the 4-foot just above it. So yellow's going to be looking to, I believe, guard their position here. And that game, Elaine DeRick's rink, is up 5-0 after 4. Dorothy Somizik is up 7-1 after 4. And Lisa Miller in the C event final is up 6-4 after 4. Here on sheet 3, the A event final is just ahead of those other games, so we're starting the 6th end coming home. Nice center guard put up by the lead of the Sweeping Beauties. Lorraine Levasseur. First lead stone for the Nutmeg Club by Sabrina Keeler is coming in now. It's going to go into the rings and through the house. Red's going to look to put on a center guard on the other side of the center line. And so we have the Hammerstone and the D event on sheet 4. Yellow is sitting 1. Give you a camera view, you can see part of that over on the edge of the sheet here. So in that case, yellow has 1 behind the tee line, It's just touching the button with a red stone in the top 4. The red needs to come down through the port to get 1 here. Line is good. Sweepers are now sweeping to hold the line. And it's going to crash on the front yellow. And it's going to be the steal of another one to go up 6-0 in the D event final. Back to action on sheet 3. Got a takeout coming here for stones in the back of the rings, back 8. Watch that stone come into play now. Just right on the center line, hit, and spill just out the back of the rings. See a little bit of white paint there, so that stone is in play, but not in scoring position. It could be a backer to come down to later. Red looking to steals, calling for another center guard. Sweepers are sweeping vigorously to bring it into camera view, just across the hog line now. You see the stone come into play. Good line, would have liked it a little bit closer for a promote, but decent position to cut off the scoring range for red, for yellow. Over on sheet 1 in the C event final, Lisa Miller stole another 2. She's up now 8-4 after 5 ends, making this a very important end coming back towards the glass for the Lancaster rink. Near house, red's calling for another something around the 12 foot. They'll be biting 8, so they're a little deeper than they wanted, which will allow red to yellow come down and take that stone out. Sweepers are holding it, just with enough weight to clear that red out, but not stick around. Over in the B event final, Maureen Federa's rink took 3 in the 5th, and she's now trailing Dorothy Samizik 7-4 after 5 ends. Red comes in to sit in the top 4 in the center line. Yellow calling for a hit and flop to roll over behind that guard. It's back 12 weight, hack weight. Stone is away. Starting to curl. Sweepers around the stone. Being called up now to get the roll they wanted. Board weight. Very nice, well executed shot. The inside roll, undercover. So a portion of that yellow rock is exposed, and with the curl, we'll be able to get to it. Here comes red. Watch that come into play. Overhead view, and it's going to flash a little wide through the rings. So yellow with hammer in this end is going to split the rings now. Try to take two on this end. And a nice stone by yellow there to be on the outside. A little deeper than perhaps they wanted, allowing red to hit and roll and get under cover. Go for the steal. Over on sheet 1, Lisa Miller's rink is sitting 1 in the back button, and she's throwing up guards in the front. And they're throwing, the seconds are throwing their rocks on that end, so a lot of curling to go. On sheet 4 in the D event final, again, yellow has 1 stone top 4 with lots of junk up in front of the house. With 1 red rock there that Sue Strader and her rink are looking to promote in. It's wired pretty well for the angle grays. Let you know if that's successful in a moment. That shot's got the weight, but it looks like it's going to be a little wide. And yellow's still going to have 1 on the 4. Back on sheet 3, our feature sheet. The red stone is away. Sweepers are on the stone. Spilled that front guard. It rolls over in an unfortunate position for red. Yellow with hammer is looking to secure their position, put up another stone in the front and take their 2. With a 6-3 lead, would be good position going into the final 2 ends. Jennifer Stannard now approaching the hack for the first of her 2 stones in this end. Stone is away. Sweeper's being patient to get across the center line. It's going to be a guard by Jennifer Stannard if the sweepers can get it across, and they will. It does a good job protecting the inside of that yellow rock that's on the forefoot to make that hit and roll difficult. And so red, looking to steal, is calling for a draw. See if they can catch a bigger piece of the forefoot there by curling under that high center guard by yellow. Over on sheet 2, Dorothy Misek sitting 2 yellow stones behind the tee line. And that wraps up, oh no, she's got more stones to come. They're kicking a rock that was out of play, out of the way. She's got 2 stones in the back 8, and putting up a center guard now. She has hammered, she's trying to make Maureen Federa's shots more tricky. Back on sheet 3. So, looks like we have the hammer coming now from Jennifer Stannard. She's currently sitting 2, looking to see how to get a third. Looks like she's calling for an angle raise on that yellow that's outside the rings as a 3 guard. Not wanting to mess with those rocks in the center and potentially promote a red rock in for a steal. Hammers away. Sweeper's walking with the stone, waiting patiently, waiting for it to curl. On the stone now, it's out the frost on the edge, and that's going to come up light and short of the house. It's going to be 2 yellow in this end. Other scores are still the same. Over in the C event final, it's Lisa Miller 8, Paul Lancaster's rank 4 after 5. Into Skips Rocks in the 6th end now. Over on sheet 4 in the D event final, it's currently currently 5-0. DeRick over Streeter. And on sheet 2, Dorothy Isaacs eyeing her shot. She's currently sitting 1 in the top 4, looking to guard that. This is the first of her skip stones, and she has a lead of 7-4 over Maureen Federa's rink. Yellow's going to throw a nice center guard here to open up the 7th end. Red's going to try to use that to their advantage and curl around behind it as they need more points to get into this game. Red shooters away. Sweep is around the sound for both weight and line. Oops. And they're going to tap the yellow rock into the top 12. Yellow looking to get a second count rock into the rings. Sweepers think it has plenty of weight, and they're just walking alongside of it, not wanting to coax it to go any further than it is. A fortunate rub off the front rock and kick that over behind the guard and then roll to the back 12, so yellow's sitting 2. Red looking to come down and curl on top of that stone. Go a little wide, but it's going to have the weight to stick around in the house, and so they can hopefully be able to use that later. And it's good for second count. Over on sheet 1, I have a final report for you that Lisa Miller is going to win the C event final in the 2015 Carosella over Paula Lancaster's rink. Both of the teams are heading back to the glass and coming to the warm room. They're not going to hang the point. I didn't see what happened in the 6th end, but after 5 it was 8-4. And so no matter how many points the yellow scored there, that's a larger deficit to come back with only 2 ends of curling to go. Over in the D event final, the story of ones is continuing for Elaine DeRick in her rink, and she is up now 7-0 over Sue Streeter, with a rock sitting behind the tee line. And that team is looking to score. There's some applause in the background for a C event finalist coming in. And over in the B event final, Dorothy Zimizek is sitting 1 on the button. She has the hammer. And then Maureen Federa has 2 stones flanking it either front and back of it for second and third count. Dorothy has a window for curl to get in there for 2. But being up 7-4 at this point, I think she'd be happy with throwing the stone away and taking 1. Yep, so Dorothy decides to put that rock in her back pocket, take 1 in the 6th end. We go up 8-4 over Maureen Federa. So red with the hammer, sitting 1 in the back 8. Put up a center guard to try to prevent yellow from coming down to it. Yellow's going to look to curl around that guard in the center line, come in for count. Broom is down, the rock is away. This will be the first of our vice rocks for yellow. Sweeper's being called up for line. Looks like the weight is there. And it looks a little wide. Get the overhead view. Skip sweeping it. It'll go out the back of the house. House remains unchanged. Now to the first vice rocks for the sweeping beauties. This would be Donna Gorman. Look overhead and watch her delivery. Looking to tap and promote that red rock. Promote a little heavy. A little on the inside of the rock, which sent it through the port there. If it had been on the outside, it could have come down to either the red or the yellow backer. Second vice rocks for the team from Nutmeg. Nutmeg with an 8-3 lead is looking to clear that red rock out of the back of the house and get rid of the score. By the guard. Hit, roll, take the road out the back, but that's inconsequential at this point. Actually helpful, because it provides less backing for red to come down to. Second vice rock is a way for the red team. Looking to curl in behind some cover. So that rock goes through the house, and yellow's looking to put up a guard here or something in the top 12. Speed and ice conditions seem to be good for early season curling here at the Schenectady Curling Club. As the season develops and what colder weather comes, we'll get more curl out of our stones. We're getting a couple feet of lateral movement, which is wonderful for late October curling. First skip stone is away. Sweep is around the stone for weight. I'm going to get it across the hog line. It'll come up short of the rings. But in a good position to foil red and make their draw to the 4-foot or the 8-foot more difficult. So red looking to draw through that port and come in to the inside of the 8-foot, maybe bite the 4-foot under cover. First skip stone for red. Odette is in the hack. Niagara target, sliding out. Clean release. Either draw in or there's a promote there. Sweepers around the stone. Stone's over curling some. Gives them a couple of options for some promotes there. Either an angle on that one that's biting the 12 or the one that's right of the center line or doable shots. We're in Vice Rocks over in the B event. Andrew Warris throwing her first stone. Maureen Fredera and her rink are currently sitting 1 with a 1 red stone in the back 8. They're trailing 8-4 after 6 ends. And currently lying 2 now. Andrea's shot to the 4-foot. Back here in sheet 3, Jennifer Stannard's rock is away. Looking to put some more stones in front of the house. Letting it curl. It's coming across the center line now. Which brings us to the hammer for red. I know Odette's going to side up her shots, decide. Over on sheet 4 in the D event final, Sue Streeter and her rink is sitting 3 currently. And Elaine has 1 rock left to go. So a good position for red to take their first points of the game. So Odette is in the hack with hammer. Red looking to score at least one in this 7th end. Calling for hit and roll off their own rock, that outer red. It's going to flash through the uprights. And handshakes all around, with at least 2 or 3 points there for yellow. They're going to measure on that third stone. The Sweeping Beauties are conceding to the S'mores, and that's her A event final for the 2015 Carosella Bonspiel. So the winner of the A event is Jennifer Stannard and her rink from Nutmeg, which is Jennifer Stannard at skip, Nada Leslie at vice, Jane Beatty at 2, and Sabrina Keeler at lead. Congratulations, ladies, for winning the event. Well-played game. Again, recapping, Lisa Miller won the C event on sheet 1 over Paula Lancaster's rink. And our curling is still going on in the B event final with Dorothy Somizik leading 8-4 over Maureen Federa. And in the D event final on sheet 4 with Elaine DeRick over Sue Streeter. Sue took 2 in the 7th end. They're now down 7-2 in the 8th, coming home. Move the score there for folks viewing at home. See a little bit of action on the outside sheets. And so in this camera view, you can see a little bit of the B event final, the game going on in sheet 2. And Maureen has a nice hit, clears her own guard, a rock in the back, but clears out that yellow rock of Dorothy's. Maureen's sitting 2 in the rings right now on the edge of the 12-foot. 1 on the tee line, 1 just behind it. In the D event, the teams are playing it back in the 8th end. First lead stone comes up just short of the hog line and is being walked back by the skip now. Applause in the warm room for our A event finalists and winners coming in. Over on sheet 4, yellow calls to throw through the house of the first rock. Coming in with hack weight, will clear the house. Dorothy Somizik throwing her last stone of the 7th end now. Looking to come down and outcount those 2 red that Maureen Federa has in the back on the outside. Sweepers around the stone for line, trying to hold it to the inside. Looks good. Well, hits the inside and rolls. And so Maureen Federa has a shot for 3. She hits some sticks. Dorothy has a rock that's in the back 4-foot. Otherwise, there's only 1 red biting the 8, and everything else is in the 12-foot. So it's a wide open house with nothing in the front. On sheet 4, both the lead rocks are thrown through the house. Red has a center guard up front. The house is clear. That red center guard is just to the left of the center line from the shooter's point of view and just off our camera. The first stone from the second, they're trying to draw in behind that. A couple little light, a little on the inside, and split their guards in the front, giving them a nice wall. The lane's going to start clearing stones out now. Comes the hammer, Marine's last shot. He's got the weight. The sweepers are waiting patiently with the rock. No sweep call. And Max Dorothy stone through. And Marine takes 3 in the 7th end. Bring us now to 8-7. So we're definitely going to be playing the rocks back on this one. So it's 8-7, semi-stick over Fedora in the B event final. So a good game going on there over on sheet 2. Switch back to our near delivery camera. You'll be able to see both of the houses. You have the D event final, sheet 4 going on the far left of the screen, and then that B event final of Isaac versus Federa on sheet 2 on the far right side of the screen. Marine calling for a center guard from Patty Piscatelli, her lead. I'm going to bring it into the house a little bit, which is good in the top half, in the 8-foot there. Forcing Dorothy to contend with that. And over on sheet 4, there are 2 rocks in play. The yellow rock you can see just to the top right of the house from the shooter's point of view. There's a red rock that's probably about 3 feet out in front of the house at a 30-degree angle from the center, just off the camera. Dorothy calls for a takeout to keep the house clean. That red rock goes away. And the shooter's going to stick around in the full 12-foot on the outside. Marine Federa calls for a down 2 shot to sit in the inside corner and be sitting shot. This will be the second lead stone. That stone's going to over curl a little bit, so the sweeper's going to leave it high. It's in play. Some cover so they can go for the steal. So Dorothy Isaac has the hammer. She's up with 1 coming home. 8-7. Over on sheet 4, we have no rocks in the house, 4 in the corral, and out in front, and so the ladies are playing this one for pride to score another end here, but they've been run out of rocks, and so the winner of the D event final is going to be Elaine DeRick and her rink from Montreal. Congratulations to them for a well-played game. That red rock on sheet 2 is Megan Muller's first stone. It's going to stick around and play. And maybe biting the back 12 foot behind the pole in the camera view. Dorothy's hitting 2 yellow stones in the house. Maureen Federa is asking Megan to take out that one that's in the 8 foot. Probably hit just on the outside of it and roll over and sit on the other yellow. Sweeping for line. The hit pretty much knows and sticks around there. That's shot rock now from Maureen, just straddling the 8 and 12 foot rings. Over on sheet 4, Elaine is throwing the first of her 2 skip stones. That rock on the just behind the tee line on the button is Sue Streeter's first stone. Lane was starting to come down to it. It's going to go a little wide and scoot on past it. Over on sheet 2, yellow sitting 1, red is sitting second count. Yellow has the third over there on the outer 12 foot. Marine's calling for a takeout. Andrea War is in the hack. This will be the first Feist stone for Team Federa. Sweeper's off the stone, appears to be a little wide. Catches the outside of the rock and taps it into the button. Dorothy's calling for a guard to guard up that chopped stone there. It's on the button. She's going to ask her vice, Laura Dolans, to put that in the top 12 foot on the center line. Over on sheet 4, the hammer is underway. Sue Streeter is sitting 2 rocks behind the tee, both on the 4 foot. Elaine DeRick stone is crossing the hog line. Coming into view, and it's going to come down and nestle on top of that red and roll to the center. And so the D event finals, Elaine DeRick's rink, with a final score of 8-2 over Sue Streeter. Well played, ladies. So the theme for this weekend was camping, and all the teams had names to that. And so Lane DeRick's rink was Camp I Want a Pee-Pee. And there's Elaine at skip, Aline Dumont at vice, Deborah Ann Gorman at 2, and Nancy Worth at lead. And so Camp I Want a Pee-Pee was victorious over Camp Curla Do You Wanna, which was led by Sue Streeter at skip, Joy Lissette at vice, Kathy Brody at 2, and Mary Sue Reed at lead. Joy and Kathy are second-year curlers here at the Schenectady Curling Club, so congratulations, ladies, for a well-played D-event final. Back on sheet 2, our last game of action here this afternoon. Dorothy Samazik sitting 2 at the moment. Laura Dolan's throwing her second stone. Stone's going to spill on the back yellow. Just clear it and go through the house. Applause for our D-event winners coming into the warm room now. Maureen Federa going down the ice to throw the first of her 2 skip stones. She needs a steal of 1 to force an extra end in this B-event final. Maureen's rock is away. The sweep is around the stone. She's trying to curl down into Dorothy's rock that's on the edge of the 4-foot there on the outside of the house. Meet it for weight. Sweepers are sweeping hard. Going to over curl a bit and come down into the pile. This will be the first of Dorothy's last 2 rocks to finish up the end. Thank you everyone who's tuned in this weekend to the Carosella, their inaugural invitational bonspiel of the 2015-2016 curling season here at the Schenectady Curling Club. We have lots more events coming up this season, including the men's Achilles. It'll be coming up in November. The men's 10 and under in December. And then the second half of the year, we're hosting 2 events. The Empire State Ladies, which will be in January, and then the women's 5 and under. Those are the 2 outside events that we don't normally host. The Elizabeth Childs Challenge will be later in March, and then sandwiched in between there in late January is the SOB, the Schenectady Open Bonspiel. So tune in for some good curling in those events. We also have the Gordon Emmett Men's in there as well in that time frame, which is the 3rd oldest sporting event, continuous event in the U.S. There are 2 yacht races that are older events, so do a Google search on that and come and sign up your rinks, be part of that historic bonspiel. Dorothy's rock is away. The sweepers are on it for weight, trying to hold it in line, hold it at the center line. They're sweeping hard. It's going to come into the rings and nestle into the center 12-foot. So this will be Maureen's last shot. She needs to get in. Hopefully curl in behind that rock that Dorothy just threw and be sitting shot, and force Dorothy to throw her last stone in the end. All the other rinks have left their tables and are coming up with the glass now to watch this shot, and so there's quite an audience at the glass. 30 some odd people huddled around the action on sheet 2. There's Moraine, her sweepers in the hack. Stone is away. Look like they come down the stone in the back of the house. It must be close enough they think they can be shot if they come down and sit on top of it. Very nice shot by Moraine. She's now sitting 1 in the back. And so it would be a tie game if it ended right here, right through the regular part of play, and then force an extra end. But it forces Dorothy to throw her shot. She's got backing there. She comes down to either that red rock in the back. She'll be count. Yep. Dorothy's walking back with the hack, explaining the shot to her sweepers. Laura McManus Spencer and Roberta Fiden. Dorothy walks out of the hack. Stone is away. Throwing some weight. Folks in the warm room are asking the sweepers to stop sweeping. And looks like they may have had the correct call. And so it's going to be a steal of 1 by Moraine. And we have bonus curling in the 2015 Carosella. Rock's going to be pushed back to the far end, and we're going to play an extra end. Teams are looking for some clarification from the event chair, Sarah Johnson, who's done a wonderful job of coordinating and hosting the Carosella this year. And they were confirmed and told to bring the rocks down to the far end and play it again. And so it's 8-8 after 8 ends, going for a 9th bonus end of curling. So I'm going to hit pause on the announcer's microphone here and go get myself a refreshing beverage and come back. And this ends a little bit later in play. And I'll leave the camera up so you can watch what's going on. So Maureen opened up with a rock in the house, and that was missed by the lead on Dorothy's team. And so Maureen calling for a guard now for her second lead rock. This is Patty Piscatelli in the hack. That stone is away. The sweepers want to get on that so it doesn't overcurl. They're over the hog line. It's going to be a tight guard into the house. Overcurl a little bit, nope, right in front of the house. And so it's about 18 inches out in front of the rings. Laura McManus Spencer throwing her second rock of the end. And it looks like that guard that Patty threw did its job, and Laura's rock is going to be on that guard. And spill off to the side. And through the rings. And so both those rocks stay in play. Actually, the one yellow goes out the back. The red rock is in play on the far side of the house off the camera view. But will probably be of little consequence for the rest of the game. Maureen calls for another guard to protect that rock that's on the center line, just biting the 4-foot. Megan Muller cleans off her stone behind the hack and gets ready to throw. This will be Megan's first rock at the end. Again, it's 8-8. We're tied up after the regulation curling. We're into an extra end in the B event final in the 2015 Carosella Women's Invitational Bonspiel, the Schenectady Curling Club. Megan has a nice clean release. Sweepers are walking with it. I think has the weight to get there. They come down to that rock that's in the house. Just going to come down, tap it back a little bit. So Marine's opening up the end fairly aggressively for the steal. Dorothy content with just coming down and sitting on that rock, knowing she can knock it back later with a promote. And so this is Roberta Fiden's first stone. Sweepers are walking with it, waiting for it patiently. Looks like it's going to hit the outside stone there, the one that's in the 8-foot. Yep, hit that cleanly and knock it through the house. Stick around the top 8, but the gunshot rock of Marine looking to steal is there. So she's going to looking good coming down to that. It would be first and second count. And putting more granite there and harder to clear the rings, looking for that steal. Megan's second rock. Sweeper's walking with it, thinking it has the weight. It's looking good. Again, hanging a little bit on the outside. Might get a beneficial rub on the yellow rock. Nope. Misses that. Goes through the port. And comes to a rest in the back 12. So Dorothy calling for a takeout now of the red stone that's in the center. Roberta's in the hack. Presses forward. Dorothy is encouraging her sweepers to sweep the rock as it starts to curl. Is on the center line, sweeping hard to hold the line. So we're going to have contact in that red rock. Not square, but just kicks it over a little bit and then spills out the back. So Marine's still sitting 1. Would really like to have a rock in front of that to protect her shot. This will be the first vice rock for red. Andrea Wars in the hack. Adjusting her alignment after cleaning the stone. Stone is away. A little wide of the target. Sweepers are waiting patiently for it to come back in.
And sour cream, don't forget that because you really can't have
Marine's going to have him sweep now to come down and make a little bit of contact and get a little bit more separation on the two stones. However, both of the stones are maybe just touching the tee line, but they're in the back part of it. So Dorothy's content to come down and sit on that red stone, and she'll be count if she sits on the inside corner of the stone that's just to the left of the button. This is Laura Dolan's first rock, first vice stone for Team Sim Isaac. And this stone's going to go through the upright. And so Team Federa catches a break there, looking to put something up in the front to protect their stones and prevent that down two. Andrea lines herself on the broom. Approaches the hack. The sweepers are ready. Stone is away. Clean release on the left side of or the right side of the center line from the camera point of view. Coming a little light and over curling some, so the Marine calls the sweepers off to leave it a high guard and not go too much deeper. And so that's going to over curl and come in front of actually outside of the yellow stone. So Laura Dolan's gets another shot at basically the same looking house. Laura steps into the hack. The sweepers are ready. Here comes this delivery. A little wide on the outside. It's a little bit, but much lighter this time. And so it's going to get a chance to curl. And it's going to come right in between the two. And so it's shot in the button, but it doesn't have any backers, so Marie can come down and hit that stone. And just bump it back a little bit. So ideally, she'd just bump that stone back about a foot, and that will leave her backing there, making it hard for Dorothy to clear the red stone and get in for count.
I loved it. I thought it was a blast.
So there's a total of 4 rocks in the house currently. That yellow stone, just thrown by Laura Dolans, is a beautiful draw to the button. And then directly behind it is another yellow stone. Actually 5 rocks in the house, another yellow stone that's on the center line of the 12-foot. And there's 2 red stones in the 4-foot flanking that yellow in the center. So this will be Maureen's first stone of the end, the first skip stone for red, which does not have the hammer. And so Dorothy Samaisic and her team has the advantage with the hammer and yellow rocks. Maureen's looking to steal for the win. Maureen's in the hack and cleans off her stone. Patty Piscatelli and Megan Muller, her sweepers, are at the ready. Maureen slides out, releases the stone. Yeah, Maureen's urging her sweepers to sweep from the back. Andrew's seconding that. Right position. Good hit, good nose, and clean down through. And so, Red's sitting 3, but all they need is 1. But Dorothy can come down and sit on the inside of that rock with her first stone. And so she's looking to make Maureen's final stone as challenging as possible. So she set the ice to come in and curl down on the inside of that stone, which is just behind the tee line, and sit in the full button area. Once again, ladies from the warm room are gathering around the glass as we approach the final 3 stones of the end. Ladies and men, there's a few gentlemen here, and a team from RPI is going to be going out on the ice a little bit, and others who've come in, family and friends, to watch the curling we've got going on this weekend. And so we've got 30-some-odd people up at the glass, waiting with bated breath. This will be Dorothy's first stone of the end. There's Dorothy in the hack. Releases a stone at the tee line. Sweepers are walking with it, looking up. The weight is there. Now they're calling for the sweep call. And it looks like this stone may overcurl a bit too. And so could have got that one a little bit sooner. And roll in for cover. And so it's out in front and can be promoted in. So Maureen is sitting 3 at the moment, but precariously, with Dorothy having the hammer. And so this last shot of hers is a critical one. And so she's looking to seal off and block that path to the button by Dorothy. And put a stone in the top 4. Or in the top 8 there, and seal that off. Dorothy would have a couple options, either coming down to the stone that's just to the left of the center line, or there's a possible hit and roll if she hits it thick enough on the stone on the outside. Maybe she can roll in for count as well. So Maureen's looking to take away both those options. But Dorothy will also have to promote on the yellow rock. So all 16 rocks of this end are going to matter. It's tied 8-8 after 8 ends of curling. And this will be the second to the last rock of the end. The last red stone. Maureen Federa gets into the hack. Rocks away. Sweepers are waiting for it to curl in. Has the weight for a top of the house. Yep. Bring it to the 12-foot. Magmiller finishes it off. It's just straddling the 12 and the 8. So in a good position. So blocking the straight draw and the hit and roll on that red. Leaving with Dorothy pretty much one shot to raise that yellow rock that's outside, sitting full 8 foot. She needs to angle that in, or nose it in, and come to a rest on one of those 2 red backers. So everyone's at the glass now here, watching this action and bonus curling. The hammer's coming. Dorothy's approaching the hack.
Last shot, she's got to promote her yellow. Little light.
So shots away. Hearing all kinds of banter in the warm room as everyone is skipping this from behind the glass. And Dorothy Chess coming in. Sweepers are on it now. Other way, got to get by that front red. Nope, it's going to be red and yellow, and it's going to be a steal of 3. Maureen Federa and her rink come back and win this game 11-8 after 9 ends. Let's see if I can update the scores here, but it was a well-fought battle and a good comeback. And so after 6 ends, Maureen was down 8-1. I'm sorry, 8-4. And so being down 8-4 after 6, Maureen got 3 in the 7th, stole 1 in the 8th, and then stole 3 here in the 9th to come back and win 11-8. So congratulations to Maureen Federa and her rink of Andrea Warr, Megan Muller, and Patty Piscatelli as they're victorious in the B event final over Dorothy Simizik, Laura Dolans, Roberta Fiden, and Laura McManus Spencer. So good curling all around. Hugs and wishes of good curling from these friends and club members. It was a well-fought game. It went back and forth. Thanks for those who tuned in. And keep tuned to the Schenectady Curling Club. Bring your rinks here for Bonspiels in the future. And we've got a lot more curling action in this season. This is our first invitational of the season.